I'll be surviving the next 100 days as a Diamond Crocodile. Using my legendary diamond powers, I'll strike through my enemies, overcome difficult challenges that stand in my way, and grow into bigger and more powerful forms. Will I be able to stop the deadly hunters and save my family? Or will I become just another one of their treasures? It was time to find out, as I spawned in the swamp as a baby crocodile. I was surrounded by my family, enjoying our peaceful home.
Isn't it perfect, son?
It is. I love you guys so much. Suddenly, a large treasure hunter burst into the area.
Looky here, I finally found you crocodiles. When I collect your scales, I'll be rich.
The large poacher unleashes power onto us. My family did their best to escape. However, one by one, they were collected as if they were only some kind of prize. I surely thought I was gonna be next until a strange diamond power began to shoot out from my body. My scales all began to crystallize one by one until I transformed into a diamond crocodile. Whoa, what just happened?
A diamond crocodile? I wonder what I can make with your scales.
Bozo, run!
I listened to my mother and ran while I could. On day 2, I was being chased by the treasure hunter's men. I did everything I could to escape, but there were just too many of them.
Gotcha!
Out of panic, I shot out a magical diamond blast, hitting the hunter to the ground.
Ah!
Whoa, looks like I have diamond powers too. I turned and began to use them against the nearby hunters, finally putting up a fight. However, it was cut short as a much larger hunter burst in and blasted me back with an explosion.
Yeah! You fool! You're just an animal!
I don't stand a chance against these guys. I gotta run. I kept going until I came across a hole leading deep below the surface. With no other option, I jumped through in order to escape my capture. Unfortunately though, before I knew it, I found out I was falling straight into a pit of lava. On day 3, a mysterious figure bolted in and placed a block underneath me, catching my fall. Phew. I looked up, only to see standing before me was my little sister, Tracy.
Whoa, big bro, you're made of diamonds.
Yeah, it's new to me too. I'm so glad you're okay, sis. Suddenly, the cave around us began to shake as holes of lava started pouring in from the walls. It grew unstable as the lava-fied zombies rose out all around us. We were clearly outnumbered, and it was obvious we weren't welcomed. This isn't good. They began to blast out fireballs our way as the two of us tried to look for an exit. My sister was way faster than I was and used her speed to find a tunnel for us to escape.
This way, big bro.
I'm right behind you. She bolted towards the tunnel. However, as I caught up with her, we ran right into a dead end.
Rats!
We turned around and saw we were done for. On day 4, my sister and I united, ready to embrace death. However, as our hands connected, an urge pulsed through my body. I began to levitate off the ground as diamond sparks blasted out from my scales. I grew larger in size, gained 5 more hearts, and was now stronger than ever. Whoa, uniting with my family makes me stronger. That might be the key in stopping those hunters. The zombies rushed forward. However, I now had my sister's speed, allowing me to diamond dash through my enemies. Because of this, they didn't stand a chance, and all ran away in fear. Haha, we did it! Our celebration was cut short as a tunnel opened up behind us. We both cautiously followed it until finding an underground swamp waiting for us at the other side. It had diamonds scattered throughout and was absolutely beautiful. Whoa, was this made for us? We both settled in. I used various blocks to build a crocodile head fit for a new home. And as I finished, I noticed Tracy had just finished building a large family tree. What's this for?
These are the rest of our family members you need to find to get stronger. You found me, but you still have to find Uncle Runt, Big Brother Bill, Grandpa Jim, Aunt Luna, and our mom.
Don't worry, Tracy. We will get our family back. Just then, the roof above us began to shake. That can't be good. On day 5, I exited out of the cave, only to spot my uncle in the distance. He was being escorted away by a couple of guard piglins.
Get your filthy little pig hands off of me!
Oh no, I have to save him. I began to make my way towards him. However, I was stopped by an arrow. Yeah! What the? I looked around, only to see I had run right in the middle of exploring players. They were on boats, completely in awe.
Dude, it's Diamond!
What? Without another word, all of the players pulled out bows and began to shoot at me. Oh no! I began to navigate through the waters as everyone was trying to hit me with poisonous arrows.
Capture the croc!
Thanks to my diamond dash, though, I was able to speed right past all of them. I was able to make it to the end of the river, only to see that I was now at the player's base. Aw, man, now how am I gonna find my uncle? I was about to continue searching until a voice stopped me.
Wait, help!
Turning around, I spotted a poor, poisonous iguana captured. On day 6, I went over and let the iguana out of its cage.
Finally, I get to stretch out my legs. Ha, thanks.
Yeah, don't mention it.
I heard you were looking for your uncle. I'm assuming he's another crocodile? I actually just saw one pass by here not too long ago. I'd love to show you my gratitude by showing you.
That would be amazing. Just then, the players all began to arrive in the base, and the two of us quickly ran away. No! Our pet lizard is gone!
Today sucks!
I followed after my new friend until we both arrived at a guarded nether portal. There were heavily armored piglins on watch, making sure no one could get inside. My uncle has to be through there. With no other option, I began to sneak my way through the outpost, doing everything I could to avoid the piglin's sight. If one of them spots me, all will attack. Thankfully, I used the nearby pillars to my advantage and was able to time my movements to stay hidden in cover. Phew, that was a close one. I was about to make it. However, I accidentally tripped over a rock, making a ton of noise. A couple of the piglins snapped towards me, and I was captured. On day 7, I was brought through the nether portal and entered into a large castle courtyard. Piglins were all working throughout, and there, being tied to a post, was my uncle. Uncle!
Get me out of here before I lose it on these dumb pigs!
I bit at the piglins surrounding me and made a run for it. However, I was quickly stopped by a large beam. Looking up, I saw it was none other than their piglin king.
Another croc? How dare you disturb our homeland?
Yeah, well, you kidnapped my uncle.
Kidnapped? No! We traded gold for our new pet, and I won't let a dumb reptile like you take him from me!
Uh-oh! The king and his piglin men rushed towards me, ready to take me down. He was slow. However, his strength alone made up for it, because each hit took away 5 hearts of my health. With one more ground slam, I was sent back flying. On day 8, I landed right next to my uncle as the Piglin King was charging our way. Uncle, quick, grab my hand.
I don't wanna.
Uncle!
Alright, quit your whining, fine.
My Uncle Run united with me, which caused me to upgrade once again. My body grew larger in size. I gained 5 more hearts, and my teeth were now way sharper than before.
I did not expect that.
I turned back around right before the king reached us and unleashed a new loud diamond roar, sending him back.
Ah! You think I need my men? I can assure you, I don't!
The king was now all on his own and began to jump high up in the air, causing large ground slams when he could. However, with my speed and now my loud diamond roar, he was easily overwhelmed. I quickly dashed behind him, and before he could react, let out a large diamond roar, finally defeating him.
Thank goodness you found me, nephew. These bozos were giving me a headache.
I'm glad I found you too, Uncle. Come on, let's get out of here. On days 9 to 10, I made it back to my base with Uncle Runt. Once there, I went over and put a lantern under his name to mark that I found him.
What does it take for a croc to get a bed around here?
Oh, right. I quickly got to work and built him up a nice relaxing home inside.
Ah, that's the stuff.
I then began to look around for Tracy, but I couldn't find her anywhere. Oh no, where did she run off to? As I said this, I saw her hiding away on the outskirts of our base. Hey, what's going on?
Shh! Someone's here.
What? But before I could do anything, a cage suddenly fell down around me.
Ha ha! You'll be perfect for the show.
What? Hey, let me out of here! However, the man didn't listen, as my cage filled up with strange gas. And because of this, I passed out. On days 11 to 12, I woke up and found myself in the middle of a carnival.
Get on with the show already!
Huh? I looked around and saw that the place was full of people spectating, with their ringmasters standing on a large cage across from me.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the new challenger, the Diamond Crocodile!
Boo!
Our competitor is here to face the one, the only, Big Bill!
Suddenly, the cage below him burst open, and walking out was my brother. Everyone around the tent began to cheer, as my brother Bill was soaking up the spotlight. Bill, it's me! Snap out of it!
Let the fight to the death begin!
My brother charged in with the frenzy, as he was clearly blinded by the fame. I ran around, trying everything I could to dodge his attacks, but he was extremely strong. I don't stand a chance against him.
Bite his face off!
What? My brother came in to attack again, so I dodged out of the way, causing him to break a hole into the tent. Now's my chance. I ran out in the midst of the chaos, leaving my brother behind.
Aw, I dropped my churro.
On days 13 to 14, I hid in the surrounding area of the carnival, trying to think of what to do. I can't just leave him here.
That hunk of scales beat you up too?
Huh? I turned around to see a clown bunny had found me. What the?
Calm down, I ain't part of the circus anymore. Not ever since that other croc came to town. Now he's the main attraction, and I'm a nobody.
Well, I want my brother out of there too. Do you have any ideas? The bunny motioned me over as he led me to the entrance of a sewer system. It reeks.
Well, you're gonna have to get over it. Someone in here sells potions that'll make you wicked strong. Find him, and you'll easily be able to beat your brother.
All right, wish me luck. I headed into the sewers, but as I got deeper inside, I started to hear something slithering around me. Who's there? Suddenly, a group of snakes dropped down behind me.
A crocodile made of diamonds? We're going to be rich!
Oh no! I blasted them back with my diamond roar, but this only seemed to anger them.
Get him, boys!
On days 15 to 16, I was forced to run deeper into the sewers as the gang of snakes chased after me. They were shooting out corrosive venom that burned away at my skin with a single drop. Stay away! I came to an intersection of the pipes that quickly fell down deep below. Whoa!
We got you now.
With no other choice, I began to jump between some of the broken pipes to get to the other side. However, the snakes weren't giving up yet. They continued to fire out their venom and burn away the pipes in front of me. They were about to catch up. So I used my dash to quickly cross the gap and make it to safety. Haha!
Go get him, Ronnie. What? No! You go first.
While the snakes were arguing, I finally got away and made it to a pipe where I saw another snake in a suit.
A new customer. Wanna buy a potion?
Actually, yes. What's the strongest one you got? The snake then pointed over to a glowing potion on his shelf.
Here she is. Now, what have you got as payment? You know what? I have an idea.
The flash slithered up and bit me, causing me to drop a few of my diamonds.
Perfect. Here you go.
Thanks, I guess. On days 17 to 18, with the potion in hand, I returned to the circus and entered back into the tent. Hey, I want a rematch.
Oh, did you hear that, folks? The rookie wants another go at the champ.
The crowd began to cheer as Bill rushed into the arena.
They love me!
Not for long. With that, I quickly drank the snake's potion, causing me to double in size and strength.
Ooh, he's big now!
What? Don't look at him, look at me!
My brother rushed in, initiating our rematch. But this time, with the potion's help, I was putting up a fight against him.
Ah, no, I can't lose!
I was about to win. However, the potion's effects wore off. What? I knew it was a scam.
Ooh, folks. Looks like the tides have turned again.
My brother charged in again, and I knew that with just one hit, I was done for. No! Before he could reach me, though, the tent exploded, and through the destruction came in the treasure hunters.
There's the croc. Tear this place apart.
Chaos ensued as the hunters destroyed everything in their way.
What? The hunters? They did this to our home, too!
Yes, Bill, please. We need to work together to save our family. My brother finally came to his senses and agreed to join me. Because of this, I began to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts, grew in size once again, and now had the brute strength of my brother. We were about to make a break for it when a hunter jumped in our way.
You're not going anywhere!
He was about to blast us back, but I used my new ability and bit right into him. As I did this, I noticed the hunter dropped a map. I wonder if this leads to another crocodile. I'll be taking that. Come on, let's get out of here. On days 19 to 21, Bill and I safely returned to my base and were reunited with the others.
Oh, thank goodness you two are all right.
Huh, you worried about me? Worry about him! I nearly killed him myself!
Whatever, dude. I then took the time to build up my big brother a new home in the base. And after, I placed a lantern under his name. All right, only a few more to go. I pulled out the hunter's map and began to follow it. Now, let's see where this map leads. I followed the drop map until it led me to a hidden outpost. More treasure hunters were flying around in helicopters and had constant patrols everywhere. They must be guarding something really important in there. I'm gonna find out what it is. I began to sneak around inside and use my sister's speed to dash into cover whenever I needed to. Because of this, I was finally able to make it inside their main building, where I found my grandfather trapped in the cage. Grandpa!
Oh, howdy, stranger. You happen to have any food on you?
What? Grandpa? It's me! I went up and bit open his cage, but as I did, alarms started to go off throughout the outpost.
Intruder! No one gets in or out!
That's not good. On days 22 to 26, I pushed along my grandpa as we made a break for the exit. However, the helicopter spotted us.
The Diamond Croc! Weapons free, men!
It began to fire down missiles at us without hesitation. Ah! I quickly pushed us into cover to keep my grandfather safe. Stay here. I'm gonna find a way for us to escape.
Whatever you say, youngin'.
I ran out to grab the hunter's attention, and one of them was able to spot me.
There! Shoot him!
They began to rain down attacks at me from above, but as they flew down, I used my new dash to get up high and chomp right into the helicopter. This caused it to completely spin out of control and crash. Haha, that's what you get for hurting my family. I went back to where I left my grandpa, but he was gone? What the? Where did he go? I ran out of the outpost and saw that my grandfather had wandered off to a nearby hillside. What are you doing?
I don't remember. Who are you?
Grandpa, it's me, Fozo. It was obvious my grandfather couldn't remember a thing.
Golly, youngin'. I could really use some mango right now. They always help me with my memory.
Okay, just please stay here. I'll find you some. I left my grandfather on the hill and made my way to a nearby jungle. There, I saw a lone mango was hanging from a nearby tree. I ran towards it until I was hit back by a figure. Ah!
Hey, it's another swamp animal!
Huh? I looked around in the tree and saw that I had been ambushed by a group of monkeys.
Stay out of our jungle!
The monkeys all began to fling clumps of dirt at me from above. Ah, hey, stop! Out of anger, I began to roar out at them, causing one of their trees to fall down.
Oh, you're a strong one. Maybe he's strong enough.
What are you talking about? The monkey led me over to another part of the jungle where I saw a ton of destruction all around. And down below, some monkeys were being taken down by a group of hippos.
We aren't going anywhere, you ape!
Whoa.
You see? Those hippos have been invading our jungle, taking all the food. If you can get them out of here, we'll gladly hand over our last mango.
All right, deal. I began to go across the battlefield and noticed that there were a ton of pits and traps everywhere. It's like a full-on war. I used my sister's speed to dash around the area, avoiding spiky pits and the eyes of the hippo guards. I crawled up the vines to a nearby tree and began to leap across the canopy to get over to the hippo's side. Piece of cake.
What was that, bub?
I looked up and saw that I'd been completely surrounded by hippos. Oh, hi there. On days 30 to 32, I was escorted by the hippos to a clearing where I met their giant hippo leader.
Ha! The Diamond Crocodile! You think you can just walk all over us?
What? No, But the hippo didn't listen and ran in to attack. His massive size made him much stronger than me, and I knew if I didn't keep my distance, I was done for. Take this! I blasted out my abilities to push him back, and he was surprised at my power.
Gah!
You need to leave right now. This is the monkey's home. Why are you even doing this?
You don't understand why we're doing this. We lost our home!
Wait, what? Their leader seemed to calm down and brought me over to the edge of the swamp, where I saw a scene of complete destruction.
Those greedy treasure hunters. They came and killed every one of us they could. And the rest of us, we were forced to flee the jungle.
I understand. They did the same thing to my home, but taking someone else's isn't the way to do things. The hippo nodded and agreed to leave the jungle alone. And actually, I think I have a better idea of where you guys can stay from now on. On days 33 to 35, after telling the hippos about my base, I made my way back over to the monkey's side of the jungle.
Whoa, you actually did it! I thought they'd rip you to shreds.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Here's your mango.
With that, I was finally able to return to the hillside and hand over a mango to my grandfather.
Oh, you're too kind, little boy.
My grandfather quickly devoured the mango whole and then fell asleep? Grandpa?
What is it, Fozo?
Grandpa, your memories are back. With us fully reunited, I felt myself grow in strength. As I upgraded, I gained 5 more hearts and became immensely stronger and smarter.
Well, you only get wiser with age, my boy. Now come on, I want to see my other grandbabies.
Right away, Grandpa. On days 36 to 39, I led my grandpa all the way back to my base, where the hippos were waiting for me.
Don't worry, Fozo. I'll hold them off.
Be nice, Bill. They're friends. With that, I took some time to build up the hippos a nice river home in the cave. Then I worked on a comfy space for my grandfather and noticed that the tree was lit up even more. Awesome.
Thank you, Fozo. Here, take a cookie.
Oh, thanks? As I was about to eat the cookie, I felt the ground below me begin to shake. Suddenly, mining up out of the ground was a small diamond golem.
Oh, there you are, Diamond Croc. I need your help. These crazy people are stripping my home clean of all its diamonds.
You're diamond too. I bet it's those greedy hunters. Show me where. I went deep underground with the golem as they led me straight to a beautiful cavern being stripped away by robots?
Good work. With this ore, we can finally extract the scales from those pesky crocodiles at the lab.
Wait a minute. Some of my family has to be with them. On days 40 to 44, I leapt down into the cavern to confront the robots. Hey, where are you holding my family?
The hunter said you might show up. Deal with this animal. I need to get back to my lab.
The robot turned to walk away, but before I could stop him, a massive drill mech burst in and stood between us. I'm guessing you're not gonna let me go. Without hesitation, the mech swung down at me and tried to tear me apart. Whoa! I ran around the room and fired back at him with my abilities. but he just dug right into the ground. Where did he go? I looked around the cavern when I realized that after reuniting with my grandfather, I now had enhanced senses and could see through the ground. There you are. Because of this, the mech burst out of the ground. However, I was easily able to dodge it. I blasted into him with my diamond roar, taking him down. Now, to find that robot doctor.
Don't worry, I followed them while you were fighting. They went this way.
I left the cavern with the golem as we made our way to the outskirts of a large laboratory. All right, let's do this.
Well, I would go with you, but I'm much more of a lover than a fighter, you know.
It's fine. Thanks for the help. On days 45 to 47, I began to sneak my way inside the robot's massive lab. I used my grandpa's vision to see the robot's patrol routes and snuck right in under their nose. Too easy. Once I was inside, I saw one hallway that stood out from the rest. Restricted area. Looks like I'm in the right place. I just hope I'm not too late. I headed down the hall when I heard a voice?
Wild animal detected. Activating defense protocol.
What? At the other end of the hall appeared two defense turrets that began to blast lasers down towards me. I started to dodge down the hall, avoiding the blast as much as I could. But when I got too close, it would shock me with a strong electric pulse. Yeah! All right, enough! I dashed forward and used my roar attack to tear into the turrets, breaking them in a single hit. However, as I did this, I heard a familiar voice coming from the nearby room.
Sir, please don't do this.
Wait, Mom? On days 48 to 52, I rushed into the large operation room where the robot doctor had my mom and aunt caged in the center.
Now, just hold still. You'll only make the operation more painful.
Hey, stay away from them! I wasted no time and ran in, hitting the robot back. I'm getting you two out of here, come on!
Trust no one! They're going to kill us all!
Aunt Luna, calm down. Hurry, son. She's so scared. She's not herself.
I was about to break my family out, but just then I was hit from behind, being sent across the room. I looked over and saw that while I was distracted, the doctor had jumped into a powerful mech suit.
These two aren't going anywhere. But while you're here, I guess I'll be taking your scales too.
We began to fight as the doctor recklessly shot out explosions all over the room. I tried my best to take him down, but my attacks were nothing compared to his. With another blast, he accidentally hit the center cage. Mom, no! On days 53 to 56, in my rage, I dashed forward and struck the robot mech, making the doctor fall out.
You fool! You don't think I have plans for this?
As he said this, the whole facility began to shake.
Initiating self-destruct.
Oh, come on! I quickly ran over to my mom's cage and saw that she was barely hanging on to life.
Son, it's okay. Just get Aunt Luna out of here. Protect the family.
Mom, no! The entire room was shaking, and I knew I had no time to waste. I looked into the cage, only to see my Aunt Luna was gone.
I can't stay here! I need to save myself!
Luna? Wait! I ran back out into the hallway and saw that my aunt was just about to exit when suddenly the whole floor crumbled away, exposing deadly gears and wires.
Oh dear!
Hold on! I'll save you! On days 57 to 59, I leapt into action, using my dash to hop between the destroyed hallway to reach my aunt. Just stay right there!
No! Stay away! Everyone is trying to kill me!
Not me! Just trust me! I was about to make it to her, but just then, the platform between us crumbled away, separating us. No! Auntie, you have to jump!
What? No! I don't!
Please, trust me! She hesitated, but then leapt up in the air towards me. I saw she wasn't gonna make it, and out of instinct, used my powers to create diamond blocks below her, catching her in midair. See? I told you. With that, my aunt and I were able to escape, just in time. Are you all right?
I am now. Thank you, dear. I trust you.
With us finally reunited, I began to upgrade. I now had 30 hearts and could let out a powerful diamond burst. Whoa, no one can mess with us now. The two of us began to travel back to my base, but along the way, a sudden beam of flames cut us off in the forest. Gah! Luna, stay back! She quickly hid away, and I watched as none other than the treasure hunters had found us.
You've escaped death long enough, you diamond freak. Finally, I've come to claim your scales.
You got my mother killed! You're the monster!
No. I don't concern myself with what my customers do after the sale. That's what you animals are. Just beasts ready to be sold.
His words fill me with a rage like I never had before, causing me to dash right in to take him down. Before I could even get a hit off though, the hunter blasted me back, bringing me down to low hearts.
Sir, we got her!
I looked over and saw that the others found my aunt and pushed her out into the open. No! I sent out my diamond blast, launching everyone back that was around me. With this opening, I quickly escaped with my aunt beside me. We ran until safely making it all the way back to base. I saw that the family tree had lit up around Luna's name as well.
Auntie, you're okay. Wait, what happened?
It's Mom. She's gone. My family crowded around me as I told them what happened. And I'm still not strong enough to take down the hunters. Without uniting with my mom, who knows if they'll ever pay.
Wait a second, young man. Your mother. I may know someone who can bring her back.
Really? Who?
I'll show you. But I'm warning you, this won't be easy.
On days 64 to 68, Grandpa Jim led me to a secluded area in our swamp. Where in the world are you taking me?
Patience is a virtue, young man. Hold on.
After a while, we finally made it to the front of a mystical witch's hut. Just then, an ancient witch came walking out.
Yes. I've been waiting for you, Diamond Crocodile. Come on in. We have much to discuss.
We entered inside with the witch and caught her up on what happened to my mom. So, can you bring her back?
No, I cannot, but you can.
With that, Heather threw me over a list of ingredients.
Gather those for me, and I'll whip up a potion that'll allow you to find your mother's spirit.
All right, be right back. I went out into the surrounding area in search of a sea pickle, some amethyst, and a hydra head? Is this witch crazy? But with no other choice, I went out and gathered all the ingredients I needed. After collecting the amethyst, I was now searching for the final ingredient, the hydra head. And right on cue, there's the hydra of the swamp. This is not gonna be easy. On days 69 to 73, I snuck closer to the creature and saw that the massive hydra was stomping through the swamp. I cannot take this thing head on, but I patiently waited until the hydra got close to a large pool of water. Now, I leapt out of hiding and surprised it with a diamond burst, knocking him in.
What the?
I quickly followed up by diving into the pool after him. In the water, I was much faster and used my speed to circle around him, biting him every chance I could.
You ignorant fool!
He began to fire out crazy attacks though, that would poison me and take out chunks of my hearts. I knew what I was fighting for, and I swam up again, biting into him, causing one of his heads to fall right off. Yes! I went over and grabbed it, and when I did, the hydra seemed to look confused.
Oh, all you wanted was a head? Why didn't you just say so?
Just then, the hydra head suddenly grew back, like he wasn't even hurt at all. That is strange. Sorry? With that, I was able to make my way back to the witch's hut and handed her over the ingredients.
Ah, perfect. How are you, Terrence?
It's never fun being the head that's cut off. Just get this over with.
This just keeps getting weirder. Here, take this. Heather used the ingredients to make a strange-looking potion.
Now drink this.
I did as she said, and the second I finished it, my vision began to fade. On days 74 to 77, my vision returned, only to see I was now in a dark swamp, void of all life. Wait, am I dead? I looked up to a large mansion in the distance, and there was a faint light coming from inside. My mom, she has to be in there. I began to run towards the mansion and use my dash to scale up the side of the cliff. But as I was...
Oh, look! A live one!
Huh? I turned around to see floating there was a group of flame spirits.
Oh, won't you play with us, Croc? It's so boring here.
Yes! Yes! Very boring! We're in need of a game!
A game? Yeah, look, I don't mean to be rude, but I have something I'm here to do. I continued to scale, but the spirits shot out flames, almost knocking me off. Yeah!
No! You are going to play with us! And this game is called Don't Die! Ready? Begin!
They began to wildly fire more attacks, as I did my best to continue leaping between the rocks to reach the top. Guys, please knock it off! I don't want to hurt you! However, their attacks were starting to take their toll on my heart.
Come on! You're already losing! You can't die yet!
Yeah, you better not let our king finish this early.
They sent out another attack, but as I dodged it, an explosion hit its friend, causing him to fall.
Jeffrey, no!
I looked down and quickly spawned a platform of diamond though, catching him in midair.
You saved me?
Yeah, even though you guys just tried to kill me. Look, I played your dumb game. Now can you just please all leave me alone?
I guess you aren't so bad.
You can go, sir. Thanks for playing.
You're welcome. On days 78 to 80, I finally made it to the top of the cliff and walked inside the horrifying mansion. Once there, I saw that the light was coming from my mother, whose spirit was floating above the chamber. Mom!
Fozo, no. You shouldn't be here.
As she said this, I watched as a terrifying ghost rose up from the floor in front of me.
You dare come to the land of the dead? Those who come here never leave! And that's not changing today.
The ghost then sent out a blast in the room, causing a force field to appear around my mom's spirit.
Your mother's spirit will not leave this realm. And now I shall take yours!
The ghost began to shoot at me with paranormal abilities. Every time they hit me, I began to float up into the room, which heavily disoriented me. Yeah! Knock it off! Around the room, I saw there were 3 pedestals that glowed with the same energy. Well, I hate to break it to you, Ghost, but nothing's stopping me from saving my mother. We're getting out of here whether you like it or not. I made a dash for the first pedestal, as the ghost began to do everything in his power to stop me. I quickly dashed over and broke the first one with my bite, weakening the force field.
You idiot! This is the way of life! No one can change it! No one can beat death!
He started to blast me again, so I tried to fight back, but my attacks just phased right through him. Oh no! I dashed over and barely managed to break the second before he could hit me again. Yeah!
My son! No!
On days 81 to 85, the ghost floated in front of me as I stood to face him with barely a heart left. My mom is coming back whether you like it or not.
I don't think so.
The entity charged up another attack to take me down for good. However, I had an idea and shot out my diamond roar directly through him, hitting the 3rd pedestal. Because of this, my mother's spirit was finally freed.
No, you can't do this!
He flew in again to attack, but suddenly there was a bright flash of light as me and my mother appeared back in the witch's hut. Whoa! How did you?
A wizard never reveals his secrets, young man.
Oh my boy, you did it! We can finally be a family again.
With my mother finally reunited with us, I began to upgrade one final time. I now had 35 hearts and became the most powerful animal in the swamp.
Good work, Fozo! Now, let's head home.
On days 86 to 90, I was heading back to base with my grandpa and mom when we saw treasure hunters up ahead rushing by. Hurry! Hide! We hid away, thankfully avoiding the hunter's vision.
Hurry up, boys! The commander wants all hands on deck at the vault, ASAP!
The vault? I gotta check this out.
We're good, sweetie. Just Be careful.
I will, Mom. See you again soon. They ran off towards the base, as I followed after the hunters, who led me straight to a giant vault built into a mountainside.
That's the last of it, sir. All our valuables are in the vault.
Our treasure. This is mine. Every piece of gold, every single gem, every speck of dust is mine. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now the reason I've called you all here is to get ready. That wretched Diamond Croc has spent day after day ruining my plans. Every sail that beast has tore apart with his teeth. But no more. I won't rest until that Croc's scales are made into a pair of boots on my feet. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now be ready. Once everything's in order, we'll burn that swamp to the ground.
There's no way the swamp is safe while he still has all the gold to make these weapons. I have to put a stop to this. On days 91 to 94, I quickly returned to my base to make a plan. However, when I arrived, I saw that my whole family was finally back together under our tree.
Brother, you really did it! You saved us!
Well, not yet. There's still something we all need to do.
What is it? Are we not safe? Can't we just run away?
No, I'm done running. This swamp is our home, and I can't just let these hunters wave their weapons around, destroying it. I don't expect you guys to come with me, but I'm putting a stop to this here and now.
What are you talking about, little bro? I've been ready to smash some human heads since day one.
Yeah, and me and my hippos are behind you all the way, Croc.
Thank you guys. This is finally our chance to show those hunters who they've messed with. No one messes with our family.
That's right. Let's show them who's... Ow! Oh, I think I pulled a hip.
Maybe save it for the fight. All right, everyone, let's do this. On days 95 to 99, I approached the outskirts of the hunter's base.
Sir, it's the Croc!
Ha! Well, would you look at that? You've gotten even bigger. Just more of you to sell off to the highest bidder.
That's enough. I didn't come here to surrender. I came here to finally put a stop to you. No one attacks my family and gets away with it.
Is that right? Well then, shoot him, man. I don't want his blood near any of my gold.
His hunters all took aim and were about to blast me with everything they had when... Psst, hey.
What the?
My brother leapt down and started to tear away at every hunter in sight.
Weapons free, man! Kill them all!
Chaos ensued as my family members leapt into battle, and the hunters were scattered around trying to fight us all.
Coming through!
What's going on? These crocodiles are crazy, man! I know! Panic!
The hunters all began to run around and panic. However, my family was really putting up a fight against them.
That's right, this is our home!
And no one's gonna take it from us.
My family was using all of their strength in the fight and cleared a path for me right to the vault.
Go on, boy. We'll handle these jokers.
All right, I made a break for the vault entrance. However, before I could get there,
Where do you think you're going?
he was about to blast me back when suddenly my mom took him down.
Don't even think about hurting my son.
Thanks, Mom. With that, I made my way inside of the vault. On day 100, as I got inside of the vault, I looked around to see the place was filled to the ceiling with all kinds of valuables. Whoa, so this is what they're getting for killing animals? As I said this, I was blasted from the side by the hunter leader.
Ah! This vault's only gonna get more full once I'm done with you and your family. Ha ha ha!
Not if I have anything to say about it. We both charged in as we began to fight. He had crazy weapons that could shoot out all kinds of fire and explosives that completely blasted my diamond skin. However, I was much stronger now, and with my family's support, I was finally putting up a fight. I could quickly evade his attacks with my sister's speed, and with my brother's strength, I was able to launch the hunter back with a single bite.
Rah! Ah, you dirty little animal! You ruined everything!
The hunter then started to angrily shoot around the room, and in his recklessness, I had nowhere to dodge.
Yeah! So long, long, little croc. Time for payday.
Well, I hope it was worth it.
Huh?
The hunter then looked around and noticed that his rampage had caused him to completely encase all of his valuables in fire. Everything was destroyed.
No, all my money!
While he was distracted, I began to charge up all my remaining strength into one final attack.
What? Wait!
He tried to fire at me again, but it was too late. I unleashed the most powerful diamond burst like I never had before, finally taking the hunter leader down. Because of that, the swamp could now finally live in peace.